This lesson is on employment patterns and trends. Patterns of employment change over time. There have been significant shifts in job availability. Technology is influencing the type of jobs available, and workers are adapting to the trends. Employment level is decreasing in sunset industries. Sunset industries include coal and oil extraction, where a change in the pattern of demand is leading to permanent job loss. Alternatives are being developed for coal and crude oil in order to reduce pollution and global warming. As we switch to cleaner energy sources, these industries experience permanent decline. Furthermore, advances in technology can lead to extinction of an industry. For example, streaming platforms have replaced DVDs and VCDs. Sunrise industries are growing and creating more jobs for people. Examples of sunrise industries are artificial intelligence and robotics. Some groups experience low level of employment than others, due to discrimination based on gender, age, religion and race. These groups include the young, women, ethnic minorities, and the disabled. Employment is low in some regions of a country, due to lack of infrastructures and housing costs. Infrastructures like good transport network attracts investment which creates jobs. Even if there are companies in an area, housing costs will scare workers from relocating there. We will be explaining different patterns and trends in employment between countries. We will first consider industrial sector. The industrial sectors are three, namely, primary, secondary and tertiary. The primary sector is the dominant employer of labor in developing countries. The primary sector is responsible for the bulk of jobs and GDP of these countries. Secondary sector comes second, while tertiary is third. As the economy progresses, the secondary sector provides the greatest proportion of jobs. Further development makes the tertiary sector the dominant sector in the economy. This is why the tertiary sector is the dominant sector in developed economies. The primary sector involves the extraction of raw materials and natural resources, e.g., farming, oil exploration, mining, etc. The secondary sector uses raw material and components to make and assemble products, e.g., manufacturing and construction. Tertiary sector provides services, e.g., banking, etc. Another trend in employment is a rise in the proportion of females joining the labor force. Many women are embracing paid jobs and pursuing their careers rather than being full-time housewives. There are many initiatives of government to ensure women have access to educational opportunities in order to become employable. Another trend is flexible working arrangements, such as part-time jobs, remote jobs, hybrid work, and flexible working hours. People who want to maintain family work-life balance or independence are embracing modes other than full-time employment. Some offer to work part-time, remotely from home, or a combination of remote and physical work. People are also opting for flexible working hours to balance family and work life. Companies are outsourcing their non-core activities or jobs to other firms. A firm may give out its accounting function to a separate firm that has the expertise, enabling it to focus on its core activities and save cost. There is another flexible working arrangement that makes workers digital nomads. These are adventurous workers who work online from any part of the world. Workers work remotely but can work from any part of the world. They move from one country to another while doing their job, relying on technology, e.g., smartphones, laptops, and internet. Digital nomads may be self-employed or freelancers. Some countries even give a special type of visa to this category of workers to visit their countries. By so doing, they help increase their GDP, e.g., Portugal. The emergence of the gig economy is changing the landscape. It provides temporary jobs. Workers only work when they are needed, and they are not sure of how many hours they will work for in any week or month. This creates uncertainty for the worker until a more secure job is obtained. Another downside is that workers do not enjoy those benefits that full-time workers normally enjoy, e.g., minimum wage, pensions, etc. A lot of people are becoming self-employed and becoming their own bosses. They can control their time and make their own decisions. Developed countries have started experiencing aging population due to high life expectancy and low birth rate. The average age of the population is rising. Consequently, people are working beyond the retirement age, since they live long. Another noticeable trend is that many workers are moving from the informal sector to the formal sector as the economy progresses. The government does not regulate the informal sector. The formal sector has better pay and working conditions for the staff. Many countries are opening up their economies and moving towards the market economy. Many government businesses are becoming privatized, hence the number of people working in the public sector is dropping, while the private sector is employing more. A lot of people are furthering their education and delaying joining the labor force. As the labor market is becoming more competitive, people are prioritizing educational qualifications and progressing to the master's level and doctorate level.